When I first started painting flowers, I was frustrated that the colors were all a little bit too bright. I wanted to get that realistic look, and I didn't know how to achieve it with the colors that came straight from the tube. Now that you know how to mix colors using the primary colors, I'm going to teach you a little color mixing trick that I use every time I paint flowers to help them look more realistic. Here's a little color theory for you. Stay with me. On your color wheel, you can see all the colors next to each other in rainbow order. I like that they're set up this way because it allows you to use the color wheel as kind of a cheat sheet to help when you're mixing your colors. One color theory term you need to know is complementary colors. Complementary colors are across from each other on the color wheel. When you mix complementary colors together, depending on how much of each color you use, you'll get a muted, neutral color. Here I've painted a rose with straight cadmium red, and then the leaves with straight hooker's green. Green's complementary color is red, so when I'm trying to mix that perfect shade of realistic green, I always add just the tiniest amount of red to neutralize the vibrancy of the green. If I add a little bit of hooker's green to my cadmium red, it just makes the red a little bit deeper. If I add the tiniest bit of red to my green, it makes this really gorgeous, natural looking green. Now I'll show you the same technique, but with an orange rose. You just need to add the tiniest amount of blue to your orange to help neutralize the color and help bring down the vibrancy. You really don't need a lot of paint to neutralize your color. I'll usually just tap my brush into the blue and then add a little bit at a time until I get that right shade of orange. This just helps to soften the orange and give it some added depth, and you really don't get that when you use paint that's straight from the tube or your pan set. For the leaves, I'm using yellow-green. To neutralize yellow-green, I'm adding some red-violet since they're across from each other on the color wheel. And don't worry, I have a color wheel download that you can look at to know how to neutralize your colors as well. Last, I'll show you this technique with a yellow rose. You'll just want to add a little bit of violet because it's across from yellow on the color wheel. You can see I had to go back in and add a little bit more yellow because it was a little too muted for me. For the leaves, I'm using blue-green. To neutralize blue-green, I'll add in a little bit of red-orange. Play around with this technique and see what colors you can come up with.